Works and Transportation Committee meeting. Lana, please call the roll.
Weigel.
Here.
Davish. Perry.
Here.
Moran.
Here.
Parker. Here. Singer.
Here.
And Gould.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Mark, you want to lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mark. We have the minutes of June the 7th for approval. Moved. Second. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Under old business, regarding the Will County freight policy update, as you all know, the scoping was completed through the efforts of Van Schneider at the CED, and there'll be a meeting, executive meeting this Thursday for anybody who wants to attend. I encourage you to go, where they'll take up the freight study that we've been speaking about the last several months, and talking about an RFQ and some of the aspects of the freight study. So I would encourage everybody to go. That's going to be at 10, right? Executive meets at 10 on Thursday?
Yes, it is.
10 o'clock? 10 a.m. So we have no other old business this morning. Under new business, we have some resolutions. The first one is an award of contract to Tri-State ASphalt, led on June 20th, Will Road District, County Board 1. Moved. Second. Questions? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We have a resolution adopting the 5-year Transportation Improvement Program known as Will County Transportation Improvement Program fiscal year 2016 to 2021. Bruce, do you want to make a comment about that?
Sure. According to statute, we are required to have a 5-year plan, and it's required to be annually updated. So this is the yearly update of our 5-year plan, similar to what IDOT does and all the other collar counties do. So it's just a continuation of our projects, Build Will and others, and this is the annual update. If anybody has any questions, I don't know if anybody had the opportunity to review the plan itself, but it's just the annual ongoing plan.
No, I read it and I thought it was well done.
So if there's any questions.
Very good format.
Thank you. If there's any questions on it particularly, or?
Anybody have questions of Bruce? Okay, we'll need a motion then. Moved. Cory, second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 3, authorizing approval of an IDOT-Union Pacific County joint agreement for improvements at the intersection of Illinois Route 53 and Stripmine Road, County Board District 6. Bruce.
Okay, this is linked to the high-speed rail that is going through Will County, and this agreement is for the intersection of Stripmine Road with Route 53. If you're familiar with it, the railroad is in real close proximity, so there is road work has to be done, some geometric work with 53 Stripmine Road, and then of course upgrading the rail line. This is an agreement with IDOT for that work. There's some funding costs that are borne by high-speed rail, by the railroad. There is no cost for the county on this project.
They're not going to lose that grade crossing there, huh?
No.
It's going to be where are they going to do that corner? It's like a 3-way, right?
Yeah.
They're taking and they're realigning Stripmine Road, some trying to make it more of a 90-degree angle of 53, and then they will have traffic signals that will be interconnected with the railroad.
Oh, there's going to be a signal.
There's going to be a stoplight there.
Okay.
Which is a good improvement.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with that intersection, I'm sure, Don, you've gone
I've
through it
been
many
in
times.
there the other day, in fact, yeah. Yeah, I saw where IDOT will commit, I think it was around $120,000 toward it. If you talk to the city of Wilmington, have you been in discussions with them? Just as a courtesy with.
Yeah, they've been involved in the meetings, with the high-speed rail meetings.
Yes, they've
so
been.
They're informed. Because there's, along this whole line, there are locations in the city that are also being impacted with this project.
When do you anticipate that construction will begin?
For this intersection, The contract is to be awarded sometime this month, or I should say, yes, executed. The bid has been let, and they're waiting for all the agreements to be in place so they can award the contract and stuff, pre-con. So it's ready to go. So if it probably will start this year. If it doesn't start this year, it'll definitely be next year.
Okay. Any other questions? Do we have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Moved in second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next, Director of Transportation discussion. Bruce?
Yeah, real quick, just reiterate what Mr. Gould said. Not me, Gould. About the freight study. If anybody is available to come to the executive committee, I encourage all of you to come to it because it's something that we need to do. This is going to be a comprehensive freight study that we're going to put forward, have an RFQ on, have interviews to hire a consultant for the consulting services contract to do this study. This will position us in the future for a lot of the fast lane money that came up in the most recent T-bill. So I encourage you, if you're available, and if you have any questions, the consultant that put it together, Ann Schneider, will be there. And if you have any questions, that'd be the time to talk to her.
And Bruce, my understanding is that time is short, so this really needs to be done by March if we want to position ourselves to go for that fast money.
Absolutely, because the call for, obviously, it came about so fast right after the transportation bill was signed a year ago. The call out for the 2016 projects was very quick, and obviously we didn't have anything that was available. We didn't even have any studies, so the scope was pretty vague. But yeah, we have to be very aggressive for this next call for 17 so that we will position ourselves to be able to make application. And I can tell everybody, we did receive and when I say received, not Will County, but we received the approved applications for Tiger throughout the country. Weber at 55 was not picked. I don't know if anybody saw the email, but there were 2 projects in Illinois, both transit, one in Springfield, one with the CTA, but Weber at 55 was not selected as a candidate.
John?
Just to clarify for the record, because there was some confusion, I guess, in an email that went out about that. It would have been bonus money. It wasn't the money that we originally figured and calculated for this project. They would have taken some of the load off of us, allowed us to reapportion some of that money to other projects. It was something we hoped for, but it wasn't something we were counting on. It's not something that's going to deter us from moving forward on the Weber Road project.
You're spot on. That's absolutely correct. We have the money obligated for that project. Mm-hmm. And as I said when we made the application, any money that we were to receive from the federal government is just that much more money that we would have for other projects from our local match. Unfortunately, we didn't get it.
Could
Sure,
I endeavor to engineer to give us an update on where Weber Road's at now? I know we passed the legislation for quick take.
And it was signed by the governor, last week or 2 weeks ago, so we have a public act. We are sending out the letters now for the parcels. I think there's 18 remaining. There's 18 remaining parcels on the section that we are.
And the temporary budget also allocated money for IDOT for this project?
Yeah, which was part of the stopgap.
So
that money.
So what's the likelihood, or what's the time frame that this thing would go out to bid?
We are still looking at March of 17, which will be both projects, the interchange and the ad-lanes. They'll both be led in Springfield because we have federal money involved in that. So it's going to be Springfield led for the local portion, which is our section from Normantown Road to 135th Street. and then the interchange portion will also be let in Springfield because it's an IDOT project. But they will both be let that day.
One final question. Have we made any progress on willing sellers' properties along the corridor, for instance, the car wash?
The car wash has filed, and I don't want to go into a lot of detail on it, but they have filed a complaint against us and IDOT. So that's, I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, we can go any farther than that.
Let's leave it at that.
We do have a few parcels marked.
But we have, yeah, we have had, we're hoping once the letters go out, we're going to have more.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Don. Are there any other questions of Bruce? State's Attorney's Office?
Nothing for the committee this month.
Thank you. Monthly work reports are attached. A lot going on this summer. Reports by committee members. Anybody in the committee have anything to report today? Anybody? Okay. Public comment. Anyone from the public wish to comment, address the committee this morning? No? Chairman's report, again, as I mentioned, today at 10 o'clock, the executive committee will take up the freight study. Encourage everyone to attend that meeting if you can. Put that in your schedule. Is there any need for an executive session, Bruce?
No, sir.
No. Okay. We're in line to adjourn then.
Motion?
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Can you do something in the future?